moving on. Mario 7, it was the one I played. Let's check it out. Granddad!
The most confused I've been when coming across a YouTube channel for the first time is when I was shown SiIvaGunner. I don't think that's an uncommon reaction. I'm pretty sure the majority of people who have encountered this leviathan of video game soundtrack parodies have felt the same way when they listened to their first track. There's the moment of bewilderment, followed by clicking on the channel page, listening to another track and another as you smile a bit and piece together what's really going on here.
Brilliant! I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
SiIvaGunner, which is itself a parody of the soundtrack posting channel SiIvaGunner, it's really complicated, is a titan of video game soundtrack parody, and has gained enough of a following that it's surpassed the channel it originally intended to imitate. SiIvaGunner has posted thousands of different game soundtracks, and its standard of quality has made even Nintendo mistake rips for the genuine song. SiIva is a mammoth of messing with people, and while that might sound mean, I think SiIva is actually something special, and I want to help you see that too. I confess that I'm a sucker for big numbers, so I want to try to help you understand how gigantic SiIva really is. Not only do the tracks the channel uploads have over 500 million views collectively, but almost 14,000 videos have been uploaded overall, which is even more impressive when you take into account the fact that the channel is only around 4 years old. If you divide the number of uploads by the days since the channel has been created, it averages out to about 8.2 videos per day, which is completely ridiculous.
Dude, look at these times. 1 hour ago, 3 hours ago, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, they literally upload almost every hour.
If you do subscribe to SiIva and you see the volume of new videos flowing in, it really begs the question, how does SiIva do it all? Even though the SiIva slogan of high quality video game rips is itself a joke, the high quality part isn't. Each rip is peppered with memes, jokes, and references, but these insertions still match with the initial track's style, at least at a glance. When you go to appreciate what a massive undertaking the SiIva channel really is, it shouldn't come as a surprise that it is not the work of one person, or even a small group of people. SiIvaGunner is an open project that anyone can submit a rip to and take part in. Over 700 people already have. A backroom team accepts submissions via email and creates visuals for the videos that are posted. Each submission is reviewed by multiple people to ensure the quality. The rips are posted without credit to their original creators to keep up the imitation, though rippers are credited on the SiIvaGunner wiki, and their names appear on the albums the group releases. Yes, you heard me right. SiIvaGunner creates albums. With access to such a massive library, there's a huge number of albums, fittingly 69 in all at the time of this recording. These albums vary in size, and it's almost strange to call them that, because some of them have over 400 songs in them. They're available for whatever price you offer, with a limited number being given out free each month. The proceeds from them go to charity, free album download credits, and funding some other expenses for the project and community events. The albums themselves often fall into two loose categories: highlights from recent rips posted to the channel, and albums related to various events hosted by the channel. These events include themed days where rips are posted that all follow a specific character, joke, or holiday, and can have custom art and paid voice acting. The characters featured in these events make up a cinematic universe of sorts, with its own lore, and videos occasionally are released that expand on this lore. The lore even attempts to explain events that happened to the channel itself, like it being taken down for impersonation in 2016. The channel avatar, a glitchy stone bust taken from the original SiIvaGunner channel, is its own character that is said to upload the rips, and often talks to the viewer in a number of videos through a Boston accented text-to-speech program.
I haven't slept for so long. I forgot what dreams were like.
At this point, I can only assume that this lore is itself a joke, but one that can only remain so through a serious commitment to its own absurdity, if that makes any sense at all. So, now that you have a cursory understanding of what SiIva is, what about it makes it so special? SiIva strikes me as special for a variety of reasons, but the first thing I thought of is how novel of an idea it is. Shitposting is nothing new. I myself have made poor kazoo covers of video game music. But compare one of my videos to the SiIva rip of the same song, and you can see notable differences. SiIva fully commits to high-effort shitposting, and I think that adds to the joke. Instead of laughing because of how stupid the kazoo cover sounds, you laugh because for the first 16 bars, you have no idea it wasn't the genuine song, and then the bass drops and it's Bangarang, a song you haven't heard since 2012. The act of pulling the Scooby-Doo mask off, combined with the dedication to quality, makes the joke land harder on the unsuspecting viewer because it plays off the #1 rule of comedy, the subversion of expectations. SiIvaGunner hits because the expectations of the viewer are so far away from what they end up getting, it almost doesn't matter what the joke is. This pairs well with the collaborative nature of the channel, because as a community contributor, you get complete freedom to decide that joke. Some SiIva memes are perpetuated by no more than a single contributor, using the same joke for multiple rips, and others have spanned the channel since its inception. This freedom makes the videos fun to go through after you're well aware of what SiIva is doing too. There's no way of knowing which joke from the plethora of memes will appear, or how it will weave its way into the melody it's supposed to impersonate. SiIva really is a treat, because unlike any other channel on YouTube,
you never know what you're gonna get.
I also like SiIva because of its strong community. Obviously, SiIva wouldn't be anything without its community, but something about people coming together for a common passion to make people laugh with nothing expected in return is really special. SiIva rippers get nothing. They aren't even allowed to post their rips anywhere once they submit them to SiIva, but from what I can tell, the backroom team is buried in submissions. Sure, if you're talented, you might end up with your name on a track in a Bandcamp album, but that's not a lot of publicity compared to how much effort that gets put into the average rip. You basically just know your rip is going to make people happy and will be valuable to a nice community of people. I've heard nothing but positive things about the SiIvaGunner community itself, and in my limited time spent in their Discord while researching for this video, everyone was more than happy to answer my questions. SiIvaGunner community members are committed to helping up-and-coming rippers, whether through creating resources for them to follow, cataloging common jokes that are used, or offering feedback on rips that are being constructed. The jokes featured in the rips themselves don't make fun of people either, but are funny because of the absurdity of their juxtaposition. The SiIva community is one of the nicest groups I've had the pleasure of interacting with. The entire effort is selfless, and as a result, it has created a community that seems filled with good people. So if you're bored and interested in what SiIvaGunner has to offer, you should go check out a few rips, or maybe try making one of your own. You might end up surprising yourself by taking part in this community dedicated to nothing but fun for all. This has been Out of Characters. Thanks for watching.